take care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes, right in front of my building, right in front of my left. One step till I fly free.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. The Detroit Lions are the kings of the North. We proved that on today in a statement game, going to Lambeau Field and beating the Green Bay Packers. And we just letting everybody know, man, that we for real, man. This team is for real. If you didn't think that the Detroit Lions were for real, now you know it. This team now is currently 7-1, sitting up top of the NFC North. And definitely is going to get some more testy as the schedule goes week by week. Next week, you got to face the Texans. And that's not going to be an easy game against C.J. Stroud and them boys down in Houston. But, hey, man, to be the best in the NFL, you got to beat the best. And if the Lions want to be the best, one of the best teams in the NFL, they're going to go out. They're going to have to go down to Texas and try to win that football game. But in this game right here, man, shout out to Jared Goff, played efficient and sound football, man. Did not turn the ball over. And Jared Goff pretty much threw over 100-plus yards. Didn't get all the yards that you probably want to see from Jared Goff, but the biggest thing is that he took care of the football. That's what you want to see with your quarterback not throwing interceptions or anything like that, or fumbling the ball and stuff like that. And I know it was a lot of fumbles with Green Bay and Jordan Love fumbling the ball a lot over there. But at the same time, man, what we saw in this game is that the Detroit Lions definitely need a pass rusher. If you do not see that, then your eyes must be closed and you're not watching a football game. The Detroit Lions do not have a pass rush. They can get pressure, but they can't get to the quarterback. We had no sacks in this game. That's evident. That's letting you know that we need a Zadarius Smith. We need a Myles Garrett. We need a Trey Hendrickson. We need a Max Crosby. We need somebody, even though we're not going to get those big name guys. You know, it's already reported that Zadarius Smith looks like he's going to be a Detroit Lion. It ain't official yet, but it definitely is being reported that Zadarius Smith is on his way to being a Detroit Lion. And if so, definitely hurry up and come, man, because we need you. In order for this Detroit Lions team to ultimately get to a Super Bowl, they're going to have a guy that can get after today's best quarterbacks. If you go to the Super Bowl and you have to face a Lamar Jackson, you got to be able to get pressure on Lamar. If you have to face a Patrick Mahomes, you're going to have to be able to get pressure on that guy. If you got to face a C.J. Stroud, you're going to have to put pressure on that guy. And that's what the Lions are going to, at the end of the day, that's what they're going to have to do. Now, it was kind of messed up in this game that Brian Branch ended up getting kicked out of the game for the hit on the receiver. But it is what it is, man. You know, Detroit Lions, this just happens to us, man. Sometimes we just lose our big star players in certain games. And this is one of those games where they, tried to beat us with the refs. But it didn't work. We still ended up winning the football game, walking away with the fans screaming Jared Goff. That's what you want to hear, man. Amon-Ra doing what he does, getting a touchdown in this game, and pretty much the Lions just handling their business with the run game with Sonic and Knuckles out there doing their thing. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I think Montgomery had 73 yards rushing, and I think Gibbs had like 65 yards rushing with a touchdown. So those boys went out there and did what they needed to do on the ground, going over 100-plus yards on the ground. But at the same time, man, you know that the Detroit Lions, they want it all, man. They want it all. This team wants to win a back-to-back divisional championship. You see that the Lions are trying to go back-to-back. And this will be the first time, man, because normally the Packers would dominate the NFC North. The Packers would just continue to dominate the NFC North. Now the Lions are finally having something to say about it, and I like it. I love it because every year the Green Bay Packers was just dominating the NFC North. No one was winning like how Green Bay was winning. You know, even though Minnesota has won a championship, NFC championship, and the Bears have won one as well, the Packers pretty much dominated the NFC North. So to be able to see the changing of the guard and see that the Lions finally got a team that can that is worth putting on paper, that a team that is worth watching every week, man. I love it. Kirby Joseph, a.k.a. Magneto, is a ball hawk. That's the reason why I gave this dude the nickname Magneto. He is always around the football. Kirby Joseph is a flat-out true ball hawk at nature. This dude just got a knack for being around the football and making plays around the football. And right now, since McKinney did not get an interception in this game, now Kirby Joseph and Xavier McKinney are tied for the most interceptions this season with 6. Both of these guys got 6 interceptions this season. Kirby Joseph definitely is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. No doubt in my mind. Brian Branch will be as well, even though he got through out of this game. But, man, if you're a Detroit Lion fan, you got to love the way that Dan Campbell is coaching his team, the way Ben Johnson is working with the offense. And you got to give some love to AG for being able to do what he's doing with the talent that he has on the team. We don't have the best talent on our defensive line in the NFL, but we do get the job done as far as being able to make the plays that we need to make and stopping the run. The thing with us is just being able to get the pressure on quarterbacks. That's the only weakness that this Detroit Lions team really has. I mean, if you look at Jack Campbell, now he's starting to lead the team in tackles with all these tackles on the field. Azaloni is playing well. Still got to get Terrion Arnold to step up his game a little bit more and start making some plays, start getting some picks and things of that nature. You want to see the other guys you want to see our corners get some picks. The safeties have been pretty much getting the picks for the Lions. So you definitely want to see these corners be able to get some picks as well, because most of the picks have been by the Detroit Lions safeties. And we know that both of these guys are the best 2 safeties in the National Football League, Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, a.k.a. Magneto. So definitely, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Detroit. Now you got to put this, we got to see how really good this team really is, and being able to go on the road in a hostile environment in Houston and try to beat C.J. Stroud and the Texans. It's not going to be an easy game. Those guys are not just going to lay down for us, but we got to try to win that game next week. We got to have dominance this season, and the Lions are playing like they really, really want to go to the Super Bowl, but we just need Brad Holmes to go out there and get us some talent as far as pass rush. If Brad Holmes handles his business with the pass rush, this Detroit Lion team may stand a chance of going to the Super Bowl and actually probably winning it. You just never know. But today was a statement game for the Lions. The Lions go out and win this game 24-14 against the Packers. Now the Packers know that we're for real and we're not playing around. We have the last few games at Lambeau, we've been dominating the Packers. And you got to love it. If you're a Lions fan, you got to love the way that the Lions have been dominating this team. Finally, out of all these years that the Packers used to dominate us, now we're finally getting the last laugh. And I know the Packers fans, they can't stand it and they don't love it. But if you're a Detroit Lion fan, you love what's going on right now. You love that the Detroit Lions are the king of the North. You love that we got a 7-1 record. You love the intensity that we're playing with right now on both sides of the ball. You love this because you never saw this with the Detroit Lions. You never saw the Lions playing like this before and winning all of these games like the way they are. It can possibly win back-to-back NFC North titles. Now, we still got a long way to go, and the season is still upon us. But at the same time, man, the way the team is going right now, it looks like the Detroit Lions are trying to win back-to-back NFC North titles. And not only that, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's what the Lions need to be playing for, to try to get home field advantage. Because if you did not know, the Lions are undefeated at Ford Field in the playoffs. And we would love all the teams to be able to come to Ford Field. And they have to come to the Den and play us. And when you come to the Den, you ain't going to survive. So, all right, shout out, man, to the Detroit Lions. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Get the job done, Brad Holmes. Go out there and get us an edge rusher. And this team will be fine. Leave it in the comment section on how you feel about your Detroit Lions. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time. Peace.
Take care of home first. Home base where it long works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience. Keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive, but no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes. Right in front of my building. Right in front of my left. One step till I fly free, fall from the ceiling. Hit the pavement running, 9 lives. But I'm a K9, and all of my dogs got the same mind. Got the same time as I do, and I knew I was different since day one. Never riding when the night fall. God smiling when the day come. I'm A1, 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 A1 for life. Come gamble, new fight. One hand and two